Yesterday I brought you news that Canada's top general had been captured by Russians in Ukraine. Today I'm back to confirm for you that that story's true, based on this story about another, this time American general, captured by Russians. In fact, it was exactly 1 month ago to the day, on the 4th of April, that this story broke about an American general who also had been captured by the Russians. This time it was Lieutenant General Cloutier of the US Army, captured in Mariupol by Russians, and you can even see the Azov flags there in the background. But of course the whole story was a fake, dreamed up by this guy Hal Turner, who pushed it out on his shock jock network. The story was indeed a fake, but Hal was all in. Numerous reports are now circulating, he told us, without saying who those numerous reports were. And he also reported that an email sent to the Pentagon several hours ago had gone unanswered. What more proof do you need? After the story had gone viral for a week in the alternative internet, Reuters stepped in to let everybody know that in fact the Chief of Allied Land Command North Atlantic Treaty Organization, Lieutenant General Roger Cloutier, was not captured in Mariupol despite these claims made online. And the whole thing took a bit of a nosedive of credibility when he showed up a few days later at a conference in Turkey, thus sort of spoiling the whole thing for everybody. Yeah. So now the punchline. How does a fake story confirm a true story? How does this fake story confirm this true story? Well, they're a month apart, and that ain't a coincidence, and that's part of what's going on here. Somebody was taking out insurance, because if you can prime the fact-checking machinery with something about a general being caught in Mariupol, any kind of general then turning out to be fake, when the real story like this comes along 3 or 4 weeks later, 3 weeks after the Reuters article, it's easy to just dismiss stuff that might otherwise be difficult to push away by saying, yeah, we heard about all that before. Who are they supposed to catch this time? Hey, what are they going to catch Elvis, do you think? Truth is that 1 month ago, when that fake story came out, this guy was already trapped along with a number of other high-value targets who were also trapped. And that wasn't an accident. I believe it would have been a military objective of the Russians to attempt to get hold of the command structure, which they knew was foreign, they knew was Canadian in part, and which they, and other nationalities, and they knew where it was. I believe the big difficulty for these people, including this Canadian general who once was slated to head the Canadian military, is that the Russians, unfortunately for them, have very, very, very good intelligence and intelligence penetration into the Ukrainian Azov and other networks and state networks and army networks and intel networks. And I believe that these people got cornered, trapped, and that was already, their goose was cooked at the very same time as this defensive article was launched, because somebody figured it was time to start putting down some kind of cover. In case stuff breaks down the line, it's going to make it easier to just dismiss these claims. Because believe it or not, folks, Russia is not going to come out and confirm this at this time. I don't see that happening. I don't see anything happening about this story, because that's not the way it will be handled. And so they know very well that the only way it's going to come out is going to come out as it did in unofficial ways on Russian television and through Russian websites, etc., and through reports coming out of Ukraine. My professional intelligence assessment of it is that this man is almost certainly in Russian custody. Not only that, but I believe that he has been for many months in command of whatever official Canadian forces were there, NATO forces and also unofficial forces, and has been playing a key role in the events which have taken place. The story is true, and no amount of waving this other story in our face is going to change that. This story is true, folks, and that's the reality. So, because of that, it's surprising to see someone you'd never expect to see pushing this fake story around just in the last few days. You'll never guess who. Oh, I know the suspense is killing you, so I'll scroll up. Gonzalo Lira. Who else? Oh my God, pushing that story around. You remember it was only last week or whatever when I put out a video that got 50,000 views, that the Scott Ritter thing that had been misinterpreted, that Gonzalo was dead already, but absolutely false. I weighed in to defend him and to urge everybody to keep looking for Gonzalo. Fortunately, he turned up the next day because it's the giveaway now. I'd love to hear your comments in the video, and thanks to someone in the last one who commented. I'm sorry I didn't have time to check out who reminded us that he could have used, the Canadian general could have used leave, accumulated leave, to go on immediate leave when it became apparent that it wasn't going to happen, that he wasn't going to become commander in September of last year. Some time after that, that leave could have been used. Indeed, that could have been the mechanism used. One down, and how many more to go, eh? Because I haven't given up on this story. I'm only getting going on this story, folks. So if you want more, let me know in the comments. One down, many more to go. If you like that, and if you'd like to just keep track of this stuff and find out what happens next, then subscribe and you'll get notified. And if I find out, I will post stuff. Okay, thanks to all for your comments in the YouTube videos and elsewhere in our forum on breakfornews.com and the breakfornews.com website. Remember, because we haven't got all our eggs in one basket here, and that's the breakfornews.com forum, of course, where you'll get absolutely tons of background information. You'll get that through breakfornews.com, and you can follow me by getting hold of my Telegram account, where you'll also be able to get my updates. I post them there as well. All right. Be back with more soon. But in the meantime, for breakfornews.com, this has been Fintan Dunne reporting. See you soon.